Hey guys, women's physique class just finished about an hour ago, right? We're gonna do a wrap up of the prejudging, and we have seen some amazing 17 competitors on stage.
Yep, that's right. 17 competitors, women's physique in 2020 during COVID, and somehow finding a way to weight train and get through the diet and, you know,
and do it like in grand style, because everybody looks absolutely amazing.
Yes, grand style. And we know that with our shows that we have, there are not as many women physique shows or women bodybuilding shows. So hats off to the women that qualified to be on the Olympia stage for the women's physique
so
division.
Let me ask you this, Lenda. Were you surprised that Shanique Grant, Sarah Villegas, and Natalia Coelho were in the first call out?
I was not surprised at all.
They all look beautiful, right? Like we already know that they've been there in the top 3 in the past, and they definitely belong there.
Yeah, not surprised at all. I mean, I had the opportunity to really look at the women's physique division last year, and so I was really looking forward to seeing Shanique Grant defend her title and see what she brought this year, because I know what it's like when you have to, when everything's on the line. And
absolutely.
And there was such a huge gap in 2019 between, in my opinion, it was Shanique and then there was the rest of the pack. They were all in great shape. Women physique competitors, you get in great shape. But Shanique was, she has the size and the structure. She's truly in a league of her own. She's in a league of her own.
Honestly, like it looks like it's gonna end, the top 3 looks like it's gonna end the same way this year, because Sarah Villegas got second last year, and by the way she was placed and the harness she had, looks like she is second again. Natalia Coelho came a little softer than what we used to, and if you remember when we have interviewed her for FemFlex Friday, she was saying that the feedback from the judges was like, don't come with feathering on your quads, come leaner, don't come with all the striations. And she is softer right now, especially on her glutes and on her quads. And I don't know if it's actually in her favor, because Sarah is striated on glutes, and she's ahead of her, right? So this is what I have noticed, you know. But obviously it's the same way, you know. Shanique is first. Shanique looks phenomenal. She's tight. She has everything in place. Her waist is small. Looks like, and she's got these big abs, right? And they almost
like she
look
doesn't have
like
the obliques
she doesn't
or
have
the
intercostals. It's just the 6-pack, and that's all. Her waist is phenomenal.
Yes. And again, like you said, Sarah, amazing. When Sarah turned to rear, she made a comment at the press conference in regards to her being the best when it comes to her pose or from the rear. And so I was waiting. I wanted to look, and I was like, she is amazing from the rear. So Sarah, you're in great shape. You look amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's hard to be tight from the rear.
Oh, yeah. A big surprise, we had Barbara Menage in there. She's from France, right? Her story is very interesting. She just turned pro at the NPC Worldwide Europa Pro in October 3rd in Spain. After she turned pro, the next day she competed in the pro division, and she got second. This is what qualified her for the Olympia, and here she is, and she's in top 5, so she makes it to the first call out. And I find this remarkable, because we were looking a little bit over the competitor. I was like, where did she come from? We don't even know her. And then we tried to research, and then we figured out, oh, that's where she came from, really Spain, right?
And that's really huge for her to.
It is.
Women's physique to be on this stage.
She was in the first call out.
And then the final 4, she was on the stage in the final 4.
Absolutely. Her size, conditioning, and her lines, the flow, the symmetry are all beautiful. It's to me, it's no surprise that she actually made it in there, right? Together with Ivy, right?
Yeah, with Ivy.
I'm really a big fan of her physique. I really liked her, and I watched her competing through Omaha, and what else did she do this year? Tampa.
Yeah, she did. At least
she won Tampa.
Shows. Yeah.
And I've always encouraged her. I think she looks beautiful. To me, she looks like Angelina Jolie, just with more muscles.
Yes. Yeah, she looks great.
Great conditioning, great quality. the lines were beautiful, so I think that she really deserved to be there in the top 5, right?
Yep, Ivy definitely deserves to be there. Love her physique, her presentation.
And it's going to be, she made it in 18 at the Olympia as well, but she placed somewhere in the 15th. So her placing 5th right now, it's one of the most
really
improved.
Big. Yeah, so congratulations, Ivy.
Absolutely. Daniele Castillo looks like she's going to be 6th place, right? She was 4th last year, and she was 3rd in 18. So 6th place, it's a little step back. She had great conditioning, right? She was in a great shape, Daniele. The only thing that I have seen and what would hurt her a little bit compared to the, let's say, top 2, top 3 competitors is that her torso is very long. So then it makes her appear like her lats are too narrow, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, and proportion-wise, her upper body is a little bit longer compared to the lower body than the other competitors, right?
Yes.
With smaller, longer legs and smaller, shorter torso. So that creates a certain perspective when you are on stage with other competitors like there.
And that's why I always say I can't wait to when they do the comparisons, because that's the tail of the tape. You know exactly what's happening. You can really compare.
Finishing up this top 5, top 6 was Anne-Lorraine Mon, who always comes in great shape. Brittany Watts, who was a little softer this time.
Yeah, but you know what, Brittany Watts, she actually really, she looked great to me. So I know I heard her coach in the audience, and he was going crazy. But it seemed like, I don't know if the more she posed, usually when you pose, the longer you pose, the better you get. And I don't know, it seems like she started to fade a little. So I don't know if the judges, for some reason, they don't have her.
She definitely needs more conditioning, but I think she can be very competitive. She can break up that top 5 with ease if she comes hard, because her proportions and her lines are absolutely beautiful. Yeah. She's got it all there.
Her lines are beautiful.
She just needs to come tighter. That's what I see. Rachel Daniels was out there in this battling for the 7th place. She's the New York winner this year. And she was a little, she turned into a little internet, social media phenomena, because she's she's a great poser. She's extremely expressive, right?
Yes.
And she knows, she's one of those competitors that attitude is like, I know what I want, and I'm going to go get it. I have the feeling that she was a little bit flatter on her shoulders and chest and arms than what we've seen her in New York, when she was extremely sharp everywhere. And we were just talking about the importance of all the way you style yourself and the presentation.
Yes. And I think what's interesting in the case of Rachel Daniels is an example of, when you are not the current champion, you go in a competition, like when we first saw her, you don't have anything to lose. You don't have any stress on you.
Yes.
Nobody's chasing you. You're not a lot of posts and people following you on social media. And then now all of a sudden, pretty much she's here. She's got more pressure on her. We're sitting there. We know her now. We're looking at her now, really looking. And so it's a lot going on. So it's more pressure. So
it's
sometimes
always pressure,
And I think that she, with that, she made some mistakes as far as, like, for example, with her hair. I thought that I saw her hair, and then folks saw her body. You want to be focused on the body. You don't want the hair to distract from the body. It was a beautiful hairstyle, but sometimes we try to fix something that's broken, and you think it's something that you're supposed to do, and it's nothing more that you really need to do. You were perfect. You're perfect. Yeah,
I agree. I think that in her situation, because she's got a great body, but she's always sharp. Her presentation is to the point, and she's got all of these tattoos, and which are great. There's no, I have
no problem with that.
It's not an issue with the tattoos. It's just the hair was extremely soft.
Yes.
And then it clashes with the
badass,
it's
like you want to she should have had
athletic.
a dress on.
Exactly.
Right. So that's the thing. But it was anyway, beautiful hairstyle.
And I wanted to say one thing, like one competitor stood out to me, that is Laura Pintado Chinchilla, who I think needs to go to bodybuilding.
Yes.
Her shoulders and arms are absolutely spectacular, and they were way too big. She got a small waist, Her legs are good, so she's extremely proportionate, right? I think that with a few pounds of muscles on her body, she's going to be extremely successful in bodybuilding. So I would love, I would love to see her crossing over.
Bodybuilder.
Yes,
bodybuilder.
Absolutely. But that's it, guys, for right now. We had a great lineup.
And congratulations to all the women's physique
Absolutely.
You look amazing. You made it through COVID, and we made it too. So,
yeah, we'll see you guys later.